Make no mistake about this. The Atlanta Falcons lost this game specifically and strictly because of coaching, because of decision making. I mean, I find a game like this largely inexcusable. And the irony is, the team that you played, the San Francisco 49ers, showed you exactly how you should have played this game. Exactly how you should have played this game. Bijan Robinson, 14 carries, 6 receptions. Chris McCaffrey, 24 carries for 129 yards, 7 receptions for 72. M. Jones thrown the ball 26 times. Michael Penix thrown the ball 38 times. I just don't know what they're doing. And this is what we talked about going into this game. It's time to graduate from this roller coaster of what are we going to see in any given moment. I mean, just look at the fourth quarter decision to go for it on 4th and 1. Just kick the field goal. You tie the game. You keep it now, where if the 49ers score, it's a one-score game. Also, at the end of the first half, you have a young quarterback. Help your quarterback. He's been under duress the whole game. Set him up for a quick, immediate throw. Get the ball out or whatever. Or just understand, hey, you know what? We just want a field goal here. Let's just be smart. Let's not be greedy. But instead, you set your quarterback up to fail. He's got to scramble. He throws it. It's obviously grounding. And then now you don't get the field goal off. But you got to help your young quarterback out. You got to make things easier for him. He's under duress this entire game. He's had to be more mobile than he's ever been, honestly. And it's weird because, like, the defense played really well. But they got gashed by Christian McCaffrey, obviously, and M. Jones had all day. You swallowed up Josh Allen more than M. Jones. But in a game where M. Jones throws for 152 yards, 17 for 26, 5.8 yards per attempt, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a 64.9 passer rating, you lose by 10. A game where Bijan Robinson was balling, absolutely dominant against now going up against a team that's decimated on defense, by the way. 14 carries for 40 yards, 2.9 yards per carry with a long of 8. I just don't get it. I really don't. I really don't. And anytime you watch a game like this and you can't really put your finger on it, you're like, why? Well, Michael Pennington didn't play bad, right? He didn't like turn the ball over. He didn't play like bad. He wasn't holding on for the ball too long necessary. He had some of those moments, again, he's a young quarterback, but there wasn't like any of these glaring issues where you're just like, well, he keeps overthrowing people. He's underthrowing. He's taking hits, doing this, doing that. Like, there was no like obvious things that you were just like, well, and again, it's not like you're defensively, you got gashed. You got destroyed, where I was like, M. Jones was all in one, but then when there were time for some big plays, you have some drop passes. I mean, even though on the 4th and 1, even if you want to play, listen, I'm all for putting the ball in Michael Penix's hands, but also you have Bean Robinson and Tyler Azier. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Trust your run game and trust your O-line to get the job done. I just, again, the decision making, that's what I'm really hyper focused on in this game, is the decision making. I don't know if you're a Falcons fan. I think you should actually be really irked by a game like this. Why is it how in one game you seemingly can pull all the levers, know exactly what needs to be done, and have an answer for anything that comes your way? And then you play a game against the 49ers with a worse quarterback, a worse team, really banged up, and you can't. And even the defense, I think the defense played pretty well, but they were also bowed out a little bit. Like, there was a couple drop passes also for the 49ers that would have like really changed things up. But again, M. Jones really had like kind of all day, and again, covered him pretty well. But the most important player on that field, Christian McCaffrey, he just did whatever he wants. And then in a gotta have it moment where it was like, I think it was like 3rd and 13. M. Jones has all day and then hits an open Christian McCaffrey for the first down to convert, and then they ultimately scored that touchdown. And now this is a 2-score game, and now you're setting yourself up. It's like, okay, best case scenario, you score a touchdown because you don't even have the timeouts now to deal with it. So now you got to score a touchdown and then also now do an all-sides kick. Like, it doesn't make sense. And again, if you don't have a field goal kicker who you trust to be able to kick a 53-yard, well then, I just, again, I don't know what to tell you then. Then you're not going to be a good team, because that would have been the play. The play was either to get the ball to Bean Robinson and muscle your way through there, or kick the field goal, nail the field goal. Now it's a tie game, and then worst case scenario, you get the ball back, and it's still a one-score game, and then trust your team to now kind of get to work. And this is also why it was devastating to not get that field goal at the end of the first half. I mean, this right here, this ended up having devastating consequences. Devastating consequences. I just don't understand what you're trying to do here with 17 seconds left. No timeout. I mean, you're either trying to do a quick shot to the end zone or you're trying to get closer. But then at that point, it's like, how much closer do you need to get? And so then if if you obviously still want to run a play, keep it simple for yourself. You want to run a play where it's just quick 1-2 throw, and it's either right out of bounds or it's an incompletion. And then it's like, all right, we're going to kick a field goal and call it a day. I know it's not the best score. I know, would feel better to score a touchdown, go into half 10-10. But you know what? 106 is fine. I don't know. Honestly, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. This is where you just have to make things easier for yourself rather than harder. You also have to understand the team that you have right now and the age of your quarterback. You got to make things easier for your quarterback. This reminds me very much of what the Texans did with CJ Stroud last year, specifically in the playoff game where they got to play in late. Everything was so rushing, so frantic. And I'm thinking to myself, he's overwhelmed right now. There's a lot going on. It's against Kansas City Chiefs. I was like, the coach, call a timeout right now. You need to call a timeout. The game is still technically in the balance, and instead they quickly panic. CJ caught Hike, and then the play got blown up, and it was just like, boom. Pretty much that pretty much squashed any chance of them even remotely making it a game. And it was just like, help your quarterback out. You have a young quarterback, call the timeout, make things easier for your quarterback here. Like I said, this was a game so far where Penix was already under duress the whole time. It's not hard to imagine that when you only put up 3 points in the first half, it's not hard to imagine that pressure would have gotten to him, that there would have been nowhere for him to go with the ball. Like, you have to call the plays accordingly. So, yeah, Christian McCaffrey had the game that Bijan Robinson should have had. Those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the 49ers taking down the Atlanta Falcons? How do you feel this game unfolded? Why do you think this game was lost? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. Please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much.